Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatidam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Kavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. With the divine grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we welcome you all to the Kataka Maasa Amavasya Maheshwara Puja. It is a very auspicious day, the new moon day, the new moon evening, to offer the Maheshwara Puja. We welcome you all to this auspicious hour, and we are going to now introduce all of you to the Maheshwara Puja. With the context of the Maheshwara Puja, please have deep and authentic listening to the truths revealed about the Maheshwara Puja. Maheshwara Puja is one of the oldest recorded rituals in the Vedic tradition. It is to help the departed souls rest in peace. We may know this term, rest in peace, in various ways, in various places. In our understanding, rest in peace means they finally merge with Shiva. They attain the Kailaya Padavi. They find themselves at the feet of Paramashiva. That is the highest place for us. And we are assisted there, we are taken there by the help, by the grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva. Today you can be rest assured that you, along with all of your ancestors, all of the people who are a part of your life physically, who are a part of your life, socially, physically, psychologically, but now are just spiritually connected to you. They are also going to experience this completion. This Maheshwara Puja is to help the discarded souls really rest in peace in this highest sense. Offering of the Maheshwara Puja is the offering of food. Yes, food is offered to the Guru and his disciples. This food is offered to help the departed soul rest in peace, and it gives the enlightenment itself to the departed soul. Maheshwara Puja is a very important process for completion with any departed soul. In Maheshwara Puja, Swamiji and his sannyasis become an empty space, a bridge for the Shraddha, for the pinda, the offerings that you make. All of the food that is offered is the pinda prasada. It is offered and it reaches the Pitrus, who are the elders or the departed souls who were a part of your life. In Hindu tradition, a person is to offer the Shraddha in three places. They are to offer Shraddha in Badri, where there is the Brahma Kapala of Paramashiva, in Varanasi, where there is Kalabhairava's very own body, Vapuswarupa, and in Gaya, where there is the Vishnu's Paduka. In these three places, a Hindu is to offer the Shraddha. In our lives, when the Guru manifested, he manifested and he is the very embodiment of all of these three. And the enlightened Guru, the incarnation of Paramashiva, is all of the three of Brahma Kapala, Kalabhairava's body, and Vishnu's Padam, Vishnu's feet. He is the eternal space of completion. Mentally, physically, spiritually, he is in the space of eternal completion. When Swamiji accepts and receives the Maheshwara Puja given by you, for those moments, he is the direct representative of the departed souls. He is completing the incompletions you have with the departed souls and the incompletions they have with you. In the completion process with others, when you want to complete with someone who is passed away, normally you will invoke them in a mirror or in another person and then offer the completion. In Maheshwara Puja, Swamiji himself sits with you and helps you to complete with the departed souls. What does he complete? Anything that was emotionally left undue, verbal commitments that were not fulfilled, or any of us we have not offered them something important when they were alive, or we treated them in the wrong way, or we didn't provide for them for their food, for their medicines, or anything they expected. Maybe we didn't care for them properly. These are all some of the incompletions, and even the term they use is grievances that we have. All this we carry in our hearts. But anything you feel incomplete about, that was left unsaid or undone in that relationship, that gets complete today. That is cleared today by the grace and blessings of Bhagavan. In our lives, each human being has a duty to complete. We have a duty to complete with our Pitrus, our ancestors, the elders, the deity of our family, the guru of our family, the parents who are in our lives, and the nature around us, and ultimately the guru who happens in our lives. All of us are expected to complete with all of them, as they have contributed to our lives in an highest sense spiritually as well. If somebody has left the body and you have any incompletion with them, this is the place to have that completion. Whether you may have not provided for them properly, or you did not take care of what they expected you to take care, whether it was any property or any assets, or you did not take care of them, and you may have inherited their wealth and their wealth, all of these any other incompletions. This is the time where Swamiji himself sits and liberates you from these incompletions by accepting the offering in the form of food. See, how does the Maheshwara Puja actually work? The food does not reach the departed soul. They are in their own way, in their own plane, in their own form, even have taken the next Janma. But the soul will be liberated from the incompletion they carry about you. That is what reaches them. The food itself does not reach, but the completion reaches that soul. You will be relieved from the incompletion you carry, and you will become complete. And that being, the departed soul from your life, will be relieved of the incompletions they carry, and because of your incompletions that you still carry, wherever they may be in the next birth, but they will feel suddenly, for no reason, they'll be relieved of so many of their karmas, and they start progressing in their own journey, their own spiritual journey, wherever they need to be, wherever they need to progress. They will start moving forward. This is the best you can do. This is the best way and dharma that we need to complete with at this moment. This is the only lasting connection. This is our duty to complete with them. And Swamiji beautifully gives us the opportunity to have this completion for ourselves and for the departed souls. Swamiji sits and receives the Maheshwara Puja. The responsibility of completing you and completing the departed soul is Swamiji's. Maheshwara Puja is a method to complete with you and the soul who departed in your life. Once Maheshwara Puja is offered, after that, there is no need to offer any pinda darpana or shraddham for them. Once the Maheshwara Puja is done, eternally the completion happens. After that, you may not need to do the shraddha rituals. Shraddha is more like you sitting and doing the completion process. Maheshwara Puja is a whole new level. It is where Swamiji himself makes the completion happen at both ends, your end, wherever you are, and their space, wherever they're at. One of the common questions is for those who have unfortunately committed suicide, what happens to them? In fact, Swamiji reveals that the Maheshwara Puja is the best way you can help them. Once a soul commits the suicide, it has to stay in a terrorized lounge till the natural death period. The Maheshwara Puja, when it's offered in their name, they relax from that terrorized lounge and are set forward in their next path. The only thing you can do is to help that soul is Maheshwara Puja. If you have any family or friends who have unfortunately committed suicide, Maheshwara Puja will be a great help for them in their next journey, for them to move forward. In this Maheshwara Puja today, we'll be chanting the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. This chapter is known as the Purushottama Yoga. The Purushottama Yoga is a beautiful chapter where Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself says that this is the secret among secrets, this is the most profound truth revealed by me. These truths and the cognitions that are revealed in this chapter are very fundamental, and some things that we face, especially when it comes to the impermanence of our existence, or the existence that we continuously know about, which is our bodies and minds. When we see the people in our lives pass away, or we see um, 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 the regular reminders of death or these kind of newses, we always we always get reminded about our body's mortality. Yet we are consciousness, we are immortal, we are something beyond the body and mind, and those are the truths that are inside of this very chapter. In this 15th chapter, known as Purushottama Yoga, Bhagavan Sri Krishna reveals profound truths, saying that you are consciousness and the soul moves from one body to the next, just like the air will carry any aroma or any scent. In that same way, the soul moves from one body to the next. Whatever you have had in this body, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, sensing body, all of these don't move on. Only your consciousness moves on. And then you pick up another body based off the sanskaras that you had in this body. You create another body that you live with, that you use to play out your karmas. That is the truths that are revealed here. In the 15th chapter, beautifully, just by listening to the mantras, we will be reciting the meaning for all of you. What meaning you understand, resonate with, cherish that, and take that as a prasada from this ritual. But it is not a study into the ritual, into the 15th chapter, just in a relaxed way, in a gentle way, a deep listening. Listen to the meaning and absorb what is meant to be absorbed at this moment. You will get the right prasada, you will get the right cognitions. This chapter, just by listening to the mantras, will reprogram your causal layer, your Karana Sharira. The Karana Sharira is where your cognitions about who you are, what life is, the impermanence of things, all of these are there. When you listen to the truths in this 15th chapter, whether you intellectually understand them or not, your Karana Sharira is listening. You will internalize those truths. The mantras themselves will reprogram your causal layer with the powerful space of completion. Your causal layer will be reprogrammed with the powerful space of completion. That is why the traditional monasteries, the sadhus and monks, chant the 15th chapter before they partake their meals. This 15th chapter in itself is a nourishment to the soul when it's consumed or when it's listened to. It really provides the soul the real truths of Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachanyannam Chaturvidam. Powerful truths, powerful cognitions that reprogram the causal layer to the real truths of the universe. That is what we will be chanting. That is the 15th chapter. Just have a deep space of listening when that is chanted. We'll also be chanting the names of those who are offering the Maheshwara Puja today, as well as those offering the Guru Dakshina at Swamiji's Divine Lotus feet. We will be now beginning the rituals of the Maheshwara Puja, requesting all the participants to settle down, bring yourselves to the space of deep restful awareness.
What if I told you there's an AI that was trained on knowledge that is thousands of years old? Not scraped from the internet, not generated by another AI, but real, ancient human wisdom, digitized for the very first time. We're talking about 20 million source texts, 2 petabytes of curated knowledge, over 60,000 people who helped make it happen. And at the center of all of this is one person whose life's work made it possible. Today, we're talking about Ask Nithyananda AI, and why this might be one of the most important AI projects happening right now. Stay with me, because this one is different. Let's start with a problem that most people don't know about. The biggest AI companies in the world, OpenAI, Google, Meta, they're all hitting a wall. The industry actually calls it the data wall. They've basically run out of good, fresh, high-quality text on the internet. And nobody knows where the next source of real knowledge is going to come from. That's where Ask Nithyananda AI comes in. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, known as SPH, has spent over 50 years gathering, living, and teaching spiritual knowledge. Not just philosophy. We're talking about practical sciences, agriculture, medicine, food, physics, cosmology, law, economics, urban planning. All of it rooted in the oldest living traditions on the planet. And for most of history, this knowledge lived in manuscripts, in oral traditions, in books that very few people ever got to read. SPH's contribution here is not small. It is the entire foundation of this project. His teachings, over 200,000 hours of recorded discourses, his books, his courses, his spiritual programs delivered across the world, the knowledge he received through his guru lineage and his own realizations. All of this became the backbone of what Ask Nithyananda AI is today. Without SPH, there is no Nithyananda AI. Simple as that. Now here's what makes the scale of this hard to fully wrap your head around. Over 60,000 contributors worked together to collect ancient sources. They preserved manuscripts.
Nithyananda. On this auspicious Tithi of Amavasya, a few devotees are offering the Maheshwara Puja at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, requesting all the monastic members of the sovereign order of KAILASA's Nithyananda to please be seated with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring your awareness to your Ananda Gandha. Now, requesting the listening of all of the Maheshwara Puja participants. Kindly have authentic listening to the truths behind the Maheshwara Puja, and if you authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and respond that you agree to the truths behind the Maheshwara Puja, which will be told now. If you agree, please say yes loudly at the end of each declaration. The truth behind the Maheshwara Puja is that I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that cosmic energy exists. Yes, I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the Chinmaya Vigraha, the embodiment and representation of that very cosmic energy. Yes, I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is a pure channel for complete completion to be achieved for all the departed souls, and for completion to be achieved for all the participants with the departed souls. Yes, I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth that during the Maheshwara Puja, All the monastic members of the sovereign order of Kailasas Nithyananda become a pure channel for complete completion to be achieved for all the departed souls, and for completion to be achieved for all the participants with departed souls. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth that offering of the Maheshwara Puja will bestow complete completion for all the departed souls whose photo or horoscope is mentioned here, and completion will be bestowed on all the Maheshwara Puja participants with the departed souls for whom they are offering Maheshwara Puja here today. Yes. We'll now begin the rituals of the Maheshwara Puja. We'll begin with the Sadguru Vandanam. Hold your hands in the Atmanjali Mudra. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatidam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavadidam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Nithyanandeshwar Paramashiva Samarambha Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nithyananda Pariyanta Vande Guru Parampara Lalate Tripundri Nitila Drita Kasturi Tilakaha Puranmaladhara Spurita Katikau Peenavasanaha Dadano Dushtaram Shirasi Panirajam Shashikalam Pradipah Sarvesham Varunagiri Yogi Vijayate. Now enter into the Sankalpa Mantra. Clasp your right hand in your left hand. Keep both your hands on your right thigh. Create a deep intention for all the auspicious blessings to manifest from this Maheshwara Puja today. Mamopata samasta duritakshayadvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Adhya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhadito. Jinhao Nam Yaha Sichidi Namadheyasya Siumyao Nam Yaha Inwang Nam Yaha Aujidi Nam Adheyasya Jishan Hao Nam Adheyasya Kaishya Di Nam Adyaha Gwalong Zhang Nam Adheyasya Sakutumbhasya Bhogilal Madhavlal Patel Namadheyasya Sakutumbhasya मा नित्य गोविंद प्रियानां याः सकुटुम्बस्य राहुल त्रेहान नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य नित्य चिदंबरानंदा नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य नित्यानंद गोत्रोद्भवायाः आर्द्रा नक्षत्रे जातायाः मा कालकाल प्रियेनां याः मृगशीर्षा नक्षत्रे जातस्य श्री पराशक्तिपुत्रा नामधेयस्य वू शाओ चेंग नामधेयस्य शेह्यू किंग नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य शिवगोत्रोद्भवस्य उत्तरभाद्रपद नक्षत्रे मीनराशो जातस्य कार्तिक षण्मुखमूर्ति नामधेयस्य उत्तरफल्गुनी नक्षत्रे जातायाः पद्मिनी प्रिया नाम याः रोहिणी नक्षत्रे ऋषभराशो जातायाः राजेश्वरी नाम याः कृतिका नक्षत्रे मेषराशो जातस्य सूर्यासाय नामधेयस्य आश्लेषा नक्षत्रे जातायाः दिया नाम याः सकुटुम्बस्य सकुटुम्बस्य च ब्रह्मकपाला विष्णुपादा कालभैरववपुस्वरूप श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वती स्तन्यभानलब्धदिव्यज्ञानविश्रुत सकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेदप्रवक्तृ श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरटावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शपन शाख्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहारद्वदोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनुविक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्याद्यनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुरस्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम पूर्वोक्तानां सर्वेषां जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम एतेषां दिवंगतो बंधुमित्रवर्गाणां विदेह मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम च परमशिव स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव मुखेन महेश्वर पूजाक्य कर्म करिष्ये। We'll now chant the 15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Purushottama Yoga. Begin with the Dhyana Shlokam. Partaya pradibodhitam bhagavata नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ददामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् अथ पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्थं वेद स वेदवित्। Sri Bhagavan says, the imperishable banyan tree of life, symbolized by the Ashwatha, has its roots above with the leaves and branches spreading below the earth. The leaves are said to be the Vedic hymns. One who knows this eternal tree becomes the knower of the Vedas. अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः अधश्च मूल्यान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. The branches of this tree extend below and above the earth. Nourished by the three human attributes guna, its buds are the sense objects. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound by the resultant actions of humans. Na rupamasye tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha ashvattamenam suviruda moolam ashanga shastrena dridena chitva. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Tatah padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha tameva chadyam purusham prapatye yata pravritti prasritat purani. One must then seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and surrender to the Supreme Being from whom all activity started from ancient times. Nirmana moha jita sangadosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sankhyair gacchantyamudah padamavyayam tat. Those who are free from pride, delusion, and attachment, those who dwell in the self, who are done with lust, who are free from the dualities of joy and sorrow, not confused, and those who know how to surrender to the Supreme Person, attain the eternal consciousness. न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम paramam mama. That supreme space of eternal consciousness. My consciousness is not illumined by the sun or by the moon or by fire. Those who entered that space never return to this material world. Mamevamsho jiva loke जीवभूतः सनातनः मनस्सस्थानीन्द्रियाणि prakrtisthani karshati. The living entities in this conditioned material world are a portion of my eternal self. In this conditioned material world, they are attracted by the six senses, which include the mind dwelling in Prakriti, the active energy principle. Shariram yatavapnoti yacchatyukramati गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्. The spirit in the mind body living in this material world moves from one body to another, just carrying these just as air carries aroma. Shrotram chakshusparshanam cha rasanam granameva cha adhishthaya manaschayam Rashayanupasevate. The living entity, the spirit, leaves one body, takes some other body, and gets new eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and sensing body according to the samskaras it had in its causal layer, and enjoys the new mental setup. Utkramantam sthitam vapi Munjanam vagunanvitam Vimudhananupashyanti Pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. Fools in ignorance do not perceive the spirit, being united with the gunas as it enters, enjoys, and leaves the body. The one whose inner eye is open clearly perceives everything. Yatanto yoginaschainam paschantyatmanyavasthitam yatanto prakritatmano nainam paschantya chetasaha. The serious practitioner of yoga with an understanding of his self can see all this clearly, but those who do not have an understanding of the self, however much they try, cannot see. Yadhadityagatam tejo jagadbhasayate yachandramasi yachagno tattejo vidhi mamakam. The light of the sun and the light of the moon and the light of fire, all their radiance is also from me. Gama vishyacha bhutani tarayamyaham ushnamichoschadhi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Entering into earth, I support all beings with my energy. Becoming the watery moon, I nourish all plant life. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pranapanasama Achanyannam Chaturvidham. I am the fire of digestion in every living body, and I am the breath of life exhaled and inhaled, with which I digest the fourfold food. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mattasmritirjnanamohanam cha vedescha sarverahameva vedyo vedanta kridveda videva chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me came memory, knowledge, and their loss. I am known by the Vedas indeed. I am the creator of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. द्वाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते. There are two things, the perishable and the imperishable in this world. There are the living beings who are perishable, while there is the unchangeable, the imperishable. उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्यः परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्यव्यय ईश्वरः. Besides these two, there is the Supreme Purusha, the Lord Himself, who pervades and sustains these three worlds. यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतितः पुरुषोत्तमः. As I am transcendental, beyond both the perishable and the imperishable and the best, I am declared both in the world and in the Vedas as the Supreme Person Purushottama. Yo ma me mama sammudho जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत. Whoever knows me as the Supreme without a doubt is to be understood as the knower of everything, and he worships me with all his being. O son of Bharata, iti guhyatamam shastram idam muktam maya nagha etad buddha buddhiman syat Kritagrityascha Bharata. This is the most profound teaching taught by me, O sinless one, and whoever knows this will become wise, and his actions will bear fruit. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyayah. In the Upanishad of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the scripture of yoga dealing with Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastra, the science of Brahman, the Supreme Absolute, in the form of Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvada, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. This is the 15th chapter named Purushottama Yoga, the yoga of the Supreme Being. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanuramartanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. We'll now enter into the Manasa Puja. Hold your hands in the Kurma Mudra. Close your eyes and offer the internal worship to Swamiji. Om Hridpadmamasanam dadyat sahasrarachyutam hridaihi Padyam jaranayor dadyat manastu argyam nivedayet tena amritena achamaniyam snaniyam tena jasmritam akashatattvam vastram syat gandhasyat gandhadatvagam chittam prakalpayet pushpam धूपं प्राणान् प्रकल्पयेत् तेजस्तत्त्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं स्यात् सुधाम्बुधिः अनाहतध्वनिर्घण्टा वायुतत्त्वं च चामरं सहस्रारं भवेच्छत्रं शब्दतत्त्वं च गीतकं नृत्यमिन्द्रियकर्माणि चाञ्चल्यं मनसस्तथा मेकलां पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तथा अमायाद्यैर्भावपुष्पैः अर्चयेत् भावगोचरम् अमायम् अनहङ्कारम् अरागम् अमधं तथा अमोहगमदम्बं च अद्वेष अक्षोभगो तथा अमात्सर्यम् अलोभं च दशपुष्पं विदुर्बुधाः अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दया पुष्पं क्षमा पुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पञ्चमम् इति पञ्चदशैर्भावपुष्पैः सम्पूजयेत् भगवन्तं श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवम्। We'll now enter into the Upachara Puja. After the Upachara Puja, we will offer the Arati to Swamiji and all of the monastic disciples. We'll begin with Padyam. Om Hrim Etat Padyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Esha Argyaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Achamaniyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Snaniyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Vastram Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Arshad Gandaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Pushpam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Bilva Bhatram Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Eshadhupaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Eshaddeepaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Shobhakarna Naivedyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Panarthodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Punarachamaniyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Aradrikam Om Hrim Mesha Deepamala Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Sangrahanyestya Yajate Imam Janatagum Sangrananiti Dwadasharatni Rasana Bhavati Dwadashamasa Samvatsaraha Samvatsarameva Varunde Maunji Bhavati Urkve Munjaha Urjameva Varunde Chitranakhatram Bhavati Chitram Ma Etat Karma Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Aradrikam Samarpayami Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Charanakamaleebhyo Namaha. We will now offer Pushpanjali. Hold your hands in the Atmanjali Mudra. Offer your gratitude at the divine lotus feet of Swamiji. Pushpanjalihi Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्तकर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रधानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथो मद्गुरुः श्रीजगद्गुरुः ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुराप्नेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। पुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि भगवच्छ्री नित्यानंद परमशिव चरण कमलेभ्यो नमः। ओम नित्यानंदम। All the monastic disciples of the sovereign order of Kailasa's Nithyananda can now distribute and partake the pinda prasadam. We'll now be chanting the names of those offering the Guru Dakshina today. ओम ममोपात्त समस्त दुरितक्षय द्वारा भगवच्छ्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम अध्या पूर्वोक्ता एवं गुणा विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम अस्याम शुभतितो इप वै युग कामस नाम अधेयस्य सकुटुंबस्य रेशव शोहवान नामधेयस्य शोहवान नामधेयस्य महाराज नामधेयस्य सकुटुंबस्य कैरिने ओरहांट नाम याः सेड्रिक ओरहांट नामधेयस्य सुलिवन ओरहांट नामधेयस्य नेवन ओरहांट नामधेयस्य वैलेंटीन ओरहांट नाम याः सकुटुंबस्य मार्जना जकुबोस्की नाम याः सकुटुंबस्य पेन्शूनां याः सुकुटुम्बस्य हांशूनाम् अधेयस्य सुकुटुम्बस्य स्वाट्लीटान् मा नित्यदुर्गानां याः स्वीट् लियान्टाङ् नामधेयस्य याक्स्यान्नां याः स्वाट् विन्टान्नां याः स्वाट्वाटान्नां याः स्वाट्याङ्टान्नां याः स्वाट्न्यौटान्नां याः सर्कून्टान् नामधेयस्य शीयीटान् नामधेयस्य सुकुटुम्बस्य नक्षत्रे जातस्य सुवित् सुरेन्द्रन् नामधेयस्य सुकुटुम्बस्य हस्तानक्षत्रे कन्याराशौ जातायाः संगीतानां याः हस्तानक्षत्रे कन्याराशौ जातस्य रामकुमार नामधेयस्य एलियं नक्षत्रे कटकराशौ जातस्य आनन्दन् नामधेयस्य पुनर्पूसनक्षत्रे मिथुनराशौ जातस्य आनन्दराजन् नामधेयस्य आविट्टं नक्षत्रे मिथुनराशौ जातायाः कवितानां याः सकुटुम्बस्य मानित्य कर्त्रानन्द कॉन्सुएलो अबेल्लरा नाम याः सकुटुम्बस्य अनुराधा नक्षत्रे जातायाः सोनिया मोरेलस् नाम याः सकुटुम्बस्य छन्यीशी नामधेयस्य यांगफे वान नाम याः शेंगवूशी नाम याः गाउशीझेन नाम याः वांगहाई शिंग नामधेयस्य जिशियान नामधेयस्य माउडाउडौ नामधेयस्य चेनहोंगी जी नामधेयस्य चेनहोंगे नामधेयस्य लीयुरोंग नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य तान्हे बिन नाम याः झांगहोंगवे नामधेयस्य झांगयूक्यांग नाम याः थान जुआनमिंग नामधेयस्य जाओहुआंगिंग नाम याः झांगयूलिन नामधेयस्य गुशीहुआ नाम याः झाओडान हुआन युआन नाम याः झूफेनयान नाम याः यू ये नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य शाओली नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य शाओली नाम याः थाराशाओ विदर्भक्नाम याः शाओजी युजुन नामधेयस्य खाइजी ए नाम याः जियाओफे नामधेयस्य मोहम्मद रजा विदर्भक नामधेयस्य शाओ जिंगशेंग नामधेयस्य शाओबैंग ये नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य परमेश्वरी सेलिन थेरेन नाम याः सकुटुम्बस्य यानलिंग नाम याः लिउबाओ क्वान नामधेयस्य लिउचांग किंग नामधेयस्य त्यानडे यान नाम याः सकुटुम्बस्य नाजांग नाम याः युआनजांग नाम याः यिनजांग नाम याः यिलुनलुन नाम यधेयस्य जुएरचेन नाम याः हेंगवे खोंग नामधेयस्य खोंगराव ग्वाई नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य अन्यान जाओ नाम याः लैनलिंग बू नाम याः Alexander Chen नामधेयस्य, Yuanzhen Zhao नामधेयस्य, Dong Zhao नामधेयस्य, Long Zhao नामधेयस्य, Zhao Zhu नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, Li Yun Liu नाम यः, Shulanji नाम यः, Bao Jiang Liu नामधेयस्य, Sunpi Lan नाम यः, Liu Chang Lin नामधेयस्य, Ming Ming Wang नाम यः, Ching Ching Wang नाम यः, Wang Diang Wen नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, Lian Liu नाम यः, Chang Fu De नामधेयस्य, Chang Wei Yuan नामधेयस्य, Chang Hao Bo नामधेयस्य, Chang Gyul नामधेयस्य, Liu Xiu Zhen नाम यः, Zhao Qiu Zhen नाम यः सकुटुम्बस्य, Liu Chun Yi नाम यः सकुटुम्बस्य, Jessica Klavanskaya नाम यः सकुटुम्बस्य, Chanchira Prabha Yogaraj नाम अधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, मां मंगलप्रेमिनी Li Yi नाम यः, Li Yu Feng नामधेयस्य, Li Shao Feng नाम यः, Li Yuan Shao नामधेयस्य, Liao Zhu Jun Jing नाम यः, Li Shao Ning नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, आनंद नटराजा नाम अधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, मां नित्यवैशखी नाम अधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, Zhanying नाम यः सकुटुम्बस्य, मां नित्य वेंकटेशानंद उत्तर फल्गुनी नक्षत्र कन्या राशौ जातायाः मां नित्य वेंकटेशानंद नाम यः, नसीमो मथ्यूसी नामधेयस्य, एलियट मथ्यूसी नामधेयस्य, जोई मथ्यूसी नाम यः सकुटुम्बस्य, माइकल पूर्णियावान नामधेयस्य, रिचर्ड आंथनी नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, नित्यानंद गोत्रोद्भवायाः धनिष्ठा नक्षत्रे जातायाः मां भक्तिवश्य नित्यानंद नाम यः सकुटुम्बस्य, वांग वांग नामधेयस्य, ऐडा लाओ नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, लाओ लान यिंग नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य, Zheng Shu Zhen नाम यः, Jiang Huan Yi नामधेयस्य, Qian Zhen Di नाम यः, Jiang Shi Mo नामधेयस्य, Jiang Shi Yun नाम यः, Jian Huan Yu नाम यः सकुटुम्बस्य, Pinglu नाम यः, Junlu नामधेयस्य, Xingchen नाम यः, Xiaorong Ma नाम यः सकुटुम्बस्य, रोसना महर्षि गोत्रोद्भवस्य, मघा नक्षत्रे सिंहराशौ जातस्य मदन कुमार जी नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य करीने ओरहांट नाम याः सेड्रिक ओरहांट नामधेयस्य सुलिवन ओरहांट नामधेयस्य नेविन ओरहांट नामधेयस्य वैलेंटीन ओरहांट नाम याः राइखो नामधेयस्य ओलिम्फे नाम याः सकुटुम्बस्य अत्रिगोत्रोद्भवस्य पूर्वाषाढनक्षत्रे धनुर्राशौ जातस्य विक्रांत वाग् नामधेयस्य षड्विशात् नक्षत्रे कुम्भराशौ जातायाः निशिगंधा वाग् नाम याः ज्येष्ठा नक्षत्रे वृश्चिकराशौ जातायाः मीरा वाग् नाम याः कन्याराशौ जातस्य प्रकाश वाग् नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य सुनपे फांग नाम याः शूचे वांग नाम अधेयस्य शिन्शु फांग नाम अधेयस्य शिन्यु फांग नाम याः हुत्सु xiao नाम याः जुन्चे वांग नाम अधेयस्य चेन शी वांग नाम अधेयस्य कुटुम्बस्य माँ परमानंद स्वरूपिणी खमिला क्लावर नाम याः माँ आनंद परमेश्वरी नाम याः सकुटुम्बस्य नक्षत्रे कन्याराशौ जातायाः गुरुस्वातिका नाम याः पूरणं नक्षत्रे धनुर्राशौ जातस्य पुरुषोत् नामधेयस्य उत्तरादिनक्षत्रे मीनराशौ जातस्य सजोत् नामधेयस्य आयुट्टं नक्षत्रे मकरराशौ जातस्य देवतासन् नामधेयस्य शुभनक्षत्रे शुभराशौ जातायाः पूसनी नाम याः गौरी नाम याः अभी नाम याः नीला नाम याः वनुजा नाम याः राजी नाम याः नगुला नाम याः मेथन नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य कमिला क्लावर माँ परमानंद स्वरूपिणी नाम याः माँ आनंद परमेश्वरी नाम याः सकुटुम्बस्य कुटुम्बस्य च मनसेप्सित सकलसर्वभीष्टकाम्यार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं ज्ञानवैराग्यजीवन्मुक्तिप्राप्त्यर्थं श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव गुरुदक्षिणम् अहं सम्प्रददे। हरिः ओम दत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु। ओम नित्यानंदम्। Thank you all for joining the Kataka Maasa Amavasya Maheshwara Puja. The divine grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Maheshwara Puja, is complete. Thank you. Nithyananda.